What happens when the ultimate ruler of darkness must study algebra? Today, we rank the top 10 anime where demon lords attend ordinary high schools. We begin with number 10, Demon King Daimao. Akuto-sai enrolls in Constant Magic Academy, aiming to become a high priest, only for his aptitude test to predict his future as the Demon King. He struggles to prove his good intentions while navigating a chaotic school life filled with bizarre magical girls and constant intense magical school battles. This classic series brilliantly flips the chosen one trope on its head. Watching Akuto desperately try to be a pacifist while his devastating dark magic accidentally destroys classrooms is pure comedic gold. It balances raunchy humor with surprisingly deep lore, keeping you heavily invested. The sheer absurdity of his situation makes this wild story an incredibly entertaining and completely unforgettable watch from start to finish. Next up is number 9. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. Varvatos, the most powerful entity in history, reincarnates as a commoner named Ard to experience a normal life. Despite suppressing his massive magical strength, he completely dominates his new magical academy, quickly realizing that being average is impossible when you possess godlike talent. What makes this show fantastic is his absolute failure at blending in. Every attempt to act normal violently backfires, establishing him as an absolute legend instead. It is incredibly satisfying to watch a protagonist effortlessly crush arrogant nobles without even trying. The animation during magical duels is visually spectacular, delivering a perfectly executed power fantasy that grabs your attention and never ever lets it go. Next up is number 8, the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy. Leonis, an ancient undead sovereign, seals himself away and awakens 1,000 years later in the body of a young boy. He joins a modern tactical academy where students wield magical weapons to fight monstrous creatures, seeking to rebuild his lost dark empire from the bottom. The contrast between his terrifying inner monologue and his adorable new physical appearance creates fantastic ongoing situational comedy. The futuristic science fiction setting blends beautifully with traditional dark fantasy elements, offering a unique visual aesthetic. Watching him secretly manipulate modern geopolitical conflicts while pretending to be a helpless child student provides continuous thrills and incredibly addictive long-term storyline progression for the entire viewing audience. Next up is number 7, the Misfit of Demon King Academy. Anos Voldegoad, the tyrannical founding ruler, resurrects after 2 millennia to find his descendants have grown incredibly weak. Enrolling in the very institution designed to find him, he is labeled a complete misfit because his overwhelming ancient magical power breaks their modern, deeply flawed testing scales entirely. Anos is the ultimate undeniable boss. He never struggles, and that is precisely why this series is so incredibly fun. The pure swagger he displays when destroying his enemies with a single heartbeat redefines the overpowered protagonist genre. It embraces its own extreme ridiculousness with absolute confidence, delivering hype moments that will leave you cheering loudly at your television screen every single beautiful animated episode. Next up is number 6. Welcome to Demon School. Aruma-kun. While not truly a reincarnated lord, human boy Aruma is sold to a demon who adopts him as a grandson. He attends Babel's Academy for Demons, desperately hiding his human scent to avoid being eaten, while accidentally rising through the ranks toward ruling the entire Netherworld realm. This show is an absolute treasure of wholesome, chaotic energy. Iruma is overwhelmingly lovable, and watching his terrible luck transform into massive success is incredibly heartwarming. The vibrant underworld setting pops with bright colors and endlessly creative monster designs. It perfectly balances hilarious slapstick comedy with genuinely thrilling tournament arcs, making it a delightfully refreshing take on the entire dark magic academy anime genre today. Next up is number 5, Trinity 7. Arata Kasuga discovers his normal reality is an illusion after a phenomenon destroys his hometown. To save his cousin, he enrolls in the Royal Biblia Academy, a magical school run by powerful mages. There, he aligns with 7 elite female spellcasters while slowly awakening his own catastrophic demon lord mystical abilities. Arata completely reinvents the typical harem protagonist by being blatantly honest about his desires instead of shy and flustered. His unapologetic attitude brings a refreshing dynamic to the intense magical battles. The grim narrative stakes clash beautifully with his laid-back personality. Furthermore, the electronic soundtrack is intensely phenomenal, elevating every single combat sequence into an incredibly stylish and immensely unforgettable audiovisual action anime experience. Next up is number 4, Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Akatsuki successfully defeats the Demon King in a parallel fantasy world, but decides to bring the fallen Dark Ruler offspring back to Earth. They attend Babel, a special high school for returning interdimensional heroes, where Akatsuki must protect her true identity from dangerous rogue factions and corrupt officials. This anime breaks conventions by showing what happens after the grand quest ends. Akatsuki is a wonderfully arrogant rebel who refuses to play by the rules of society, giving the series a fantastic rebellious edge. The hand-to-hand combat sequences are brutally fluid and highly kinetic. It combines intense action with unapologetic fan service, creating a highly addictive and completely thrilling visual viewing ride. Next up is number 3, Wise Man Grandchild. Following a fatal accident, a mundane office worker reincarnates into a fantasy world as Shin Wolford. Raised by legendary heroes in total isolation, he develops apocalyptic magical power but zero common sense. To learn normal social skills, he enrolls in an elite magical academy, accidentally humiliating every other strong student. Watching Shin effortlessly break the fundamental laws of magic simply because nobody told him it was impossible is incredibly hilarious. The show completely ignores unnecessary dramatic tension, leaning heavily into pure, satisfying, overpowered spectacle instead. The wholesome romance develops surprisingly fast, providing a massive breath of fresh air. It offers incredibly relaxing viewing for anyone wanting pure dominance without any stressful, heavy dramatic plot complications. Next up is number 2, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Ikki Kurogane attends Hagen Academy as the absolute lowest-ranked magical knight. Despite having terrible magical reserves, he masters extreme physical swordsmanship. When he is forced to duel Stella Vermilion, an incredibly talented prodigy princess, he utterly defeats her, sparking an intense partnership toward the Supreme Combat Tournament. Do not let the initial generic premise fool you. This series features some of the most beautifully choreographed weapon fights in modern anime history. Ikki earns every single victory through agonizing physical effort and extreme tactical brilliance. The romantic relationship between the leads is incredibly genuine and firmly established early. It stands as a brilliant masterpiece of hard work permanently overcoming sheer pure natural talent. Finally, we reach number 1, Blade Dance of the Elementalers. Kamito Kazehaya holds a massive secret. He is the only male capable of forming contracts with elemental spirits. He is forced to enroll at Arishiya Spirit Academy, an exclusive school for aristocratic shrine maidens. Kamito must navigate dangerous political conspiracies while assembling a team for the Blade Dance. This top spot earns its rank through a flawless blend of captivating magical lore and incredibly fast-paced elemental combat. Kamito hides a dangerously dark past, making him a deeply compelling protagonist. The spirit weapons look absolutely phenomenal during intense fight sequences. The combination of intense mystery, fantastic character development, and stellar magical dueling makes this an absolute essential watch for all Fantasy Academy fans. That completes our ultimate ranking of the best Magical Academy anime. Did your favorite overpowered transfer student make the final cut? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more epic anime recommendations delivered straight to your daily video feed.